Hello, everybody. This is Julie Kaley, broker owner of Merced Homes Realty, located in Merced, California. And today's topic is all about HUD Homes. So I just want to thank you for tuning in today to listen to this informative webinar, I guess we could call it, or a broadcast of information regarding HUD Homes. And again, my name is Julie Kaley. I'm a real estate broker, license number 014-12616, and I'm located in Merced, California. And my office is Merced Homes Realty, located at 920 West 18th Street. You can find me online at www.mercedhomesrealty.com as well, and you can contact me through my website or send me an email or give us a call here at the office, 209-385-1200. So again, our topic today is all about HUD Homes, and I am a local listing broker for HUD Homes in the Merced County area and occasionally in Mariposa County when they have a property up that way as well. So that's primarily where my focus is, although I do sell real estate throughout the Central Valley. The majority of my HUD Homes are in Merced County. That's what we'll focus on today. All About HUD Homes is meant to be an informative video cast or podcast aimed towards buyers in our area. So the rules for HUD Homes are a little bit different in every state, and I obviously am specifically in California and the Merced County area, so this information would pertain to that area. So what I'm going to do is actually screen share with you guys a PowerPoint presentation that our asset management company has provided to us, and our asset management company is BLB Resources. So again, let's go ahead and get started. All About HUD Homes, presented by Julie Kaley of Merced Homes Realty. That's me. Oh, one last thing. Today is Thursday, June 16th, 2016, and it is 2 p.m. Thank you for joining me live, for those of you who are. And if you're not able to join me live, no worries. This will get posted on many different sites, including YouTube, and you can go back and listen to it and watch it at your earliest convenience. So again, I just really appreciate you tuning in, whether you're tuning in live or going back and playing and listening at a later date. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that I always like to cover when I do any training on HUD Homes is, what is a HUD home? Because it is by far the question that we get asked the most still to this day. So it's important to cover it so that we are all on the same page and know what a HUD home is. Number one, a HUD home is an FHA insured mortgage that has gone into default. The lender acquires the property, submits FHA insurance claim, and conveys ownership to HUD. HUD will then sell the home through their asset management company, BLB Resources, which is the asset manager for the state of California. A HUD home can be a single-family residence, townhome, a condominium, or other type of residence up to 4 units. So that's the definition of what property can become a HUD home. Once the HUD home has been foreclosed on and redeemed with the lender, then it gets sent to the asset management company. And here in California, BLB Resources is the asset management company, and they utilize local listing brokers such as myself that are local within the real estate community of where the property is located to then put the home on the retail market, if you will, to put it on the MLS and to put it out there for sale. Who can buy a HUD home? Another really, really great question. Individuals and investors, HUD-approved nonprofit organizations, or government entities can all be eligible to purchase a HUD home. The buyer must secure a loan or pay cash, must be able to secure a loan or pay cash to secure the real estate. A pre-qualification letter from the lender or proof of funds for a cash offer will be required in order to be able to get the home under contract and purchase the HUD home. Another great thing about HUD homes is priority is given to owner-occupant buyers. Again, priority is given to owner-occupant buyers. So if you're an owner-occupant looking for a home and you're in a tough market where you're getting bid out by investors, you really should consider HUD homes because priority is given to owner occupants. And we'll talk about that a little bit more. What are some of the benefits of buying a HUD home? HUD will pay up to 3% of the buyer's closing costs if it's negotiated within the contract. So when you are getting ready to put your offer in, make sure you discuss that with your agent if you are going to be asking for that 3% for closing costs, because that needs to go in with the order or with the offer. If it's a condo or townhome project, there will be no FHA condo cert required on HUD homes. The insurable with escrow finance type has the option of doing FHA standard loan with an escrow repair holdback. We'll talk about that some more as well. That is a great advantage to buyers. Owner occupants, again, have a priority bidding period, so owner occupants are given priority. HUD homes require a low EMD or low earnest money deposit. It's either $500 or $1,000 depending on the price of the property. All of the HUD homes are listed at one website, www.hudhomestore.com, for the entire country. Now, of course, once they get put on the MLS, they get listed on the local MLS, usually the realtor's homepage, Zillow, Trulia, all those feeder sites. But their HUD maintains their own website at hudhomestore.com that keeps the inventory of the entire country, and it's the most up-to-date of all the sources. And that's also where the agent or broker will actually submit the buyer's offer. That's hudhomestore.com. As a buyer, you get a quick response to the bids. It's typically within 24 hours from the bidding deadline. FHA 203 owner-occupant rehab loan is an option on a lot of the HUD properties. So if it's a property that needs work or a fixer-upper, there's a financing option for that on the HUD homes. If FHA financing is used, a termite inspection and treatment will be paid by HUD. And when we say treatment, we mean they will only clear an active infestation. So if there are termites, then they will actually treat the termites. So that is a great advantage to a buyer if they're utilizing FHA financing on a HUD home. If there's a problem with termites on the property, HUD will take care of it. So that is something that will save the buyer some money in the process. It's a sealed bid process, meaning there's no insider information as to how many offers there are, what the offers are. It's very transparent. So you go in with a sealed bid so that everybody has an equal chance. Bid transparency. How and where can I find available HUD homes? So every day, Monday through Friday, new listings, price reductions, and properties that are coming back on the market, as well as those that are on the market, are at hudhomestore.com. HUD does not list new properties over the weekend anymore at this time, so check daily during the week. They're also listed on the local MLS. In my area, we have the Merced Association of Realtors, and we utilize the CR MLS. And in some parts of Merced County, like Los Banos, Los Palos, Delhi, Livingston, we also utilize the MetroList MLS, which is kind of like the west and north part of Merced County. Elmar, Stevenson, Estine, those areas. We've talked about how priority is given to owner-occupant, so we should also discuss the definition of an owner-occupant per HUD. So who is an owner-occupant? And this is a question that I do get as well. So this is HUD's definition of an owner-occupant as it pertains to their properties. Buyer purchasing property as primary residence for at least 12 months after the close of escrow and has not purchased a HUD home as an owner-occupant within the past 24 months. So if you meet that criteria, you can submit a bid as an owner-occupant. When HUD puts the properties on the market, they assign a type of insurability. And the reason why they do that is because it allows us to know the best course of action or the best way to get those properties financed. So they're going to give it one of 4 different insurabilities. The first one is called insurable, which is IN, and that qualifies for an FHA 203B financing, which is a standard FHA loan and does not have minimum property requirements, which are repairs. And it may also qualify for 203K financing. And 203K financing is a rehab loan for owner occupants only. The next category is one that we see on a majority of the properties that I've listed over the years, and it's called IE, insurable with escrow. This is IE, insurable with escrow. Qualifies for FHA 203B with repair escrow and has MPR repairs of $5,000 or less. Repair escrow is buyer's financial responsibility added to the FHA loan and is never a credit to the buyer and does not apply if FHA 203B financing is not available and utilized. The third category is UI, which is uninsurable. These properties do not qualify for FHA 203B financing. Typically, these properties have MPR repairs exceeding $5,000 or may not meet other guidelines for FHA financing. And the fourth category is UK, uninsurable, 203K eligible. These properties do not qualify for FHA 203B financing, but may qualify for FHA 203K or 203K streamlined financing. So depending on the condition and the inspection of the property and the appraisal, a HUD will classify it one of those categories, and then that helps guide the buyer and the lender to know what different financing options are available for the properties. Another question that we get fairly often is, do I need a pre-approval letter to submit a bid? The answer is yes. You must have a pre-approval qualification letter or pre-approval from a lender in order to submit the bid. If you are a cash buyer, we do need to have verification or what we call proof of funds. And of course, we need to have these documents prior to placing a bid. The proof of funds also needs to be dated within the last 30 days so that we can ensure to HUD that it is recent. Okay, and this is pretty standard on a sale in general, but HUD does give us those guidelines. How are bids submitted? Bids can only be submitted through HUD's website, which again is www.hudhomestore.com. Bids can be submitted by a broker that has been registered with HUD and has an active NAID number. And the broker and agent must also be registered on hudhomestore.com. You need to submit the bids by 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time by the bid deadline that is indicated on hudhomestore.com. So this information would actually be for an agent, because the agent is actually going to be the one or broker that's going to be submitting the offer on the buyer's behalf. The buyer cannot go in and submit the offer on their own behalf. There are some closing costs that are automatically paid by HUD. Proration of property taxes and any special assessments such as HOA fees or utility bills will be paid by HUD. Recording fees and charges for the deed, the normal amount charged per page for recording, will be paid to HUD, and HUD will not pay for a lender's search. What options are available for financing on a HUD home, or how is a HUD home financed? So going back to those 4 different categories that we just went over, the insurable with escrow, repair, uninsurable or uninsurable 203K eligible, is going to determine what options we have as far as financing. So depending on the condition of those houses and the mortgage amount, an FHA 203B loan or an FHA 203K loan can be used on a majority of the properties. Buyers can also obtain conventional financing, so you don't have to utilize FHA financing. And of course, HUD will accept cash as well. Buyers can pay cash for the property. HUD has a strict as-is policy. They make no representations or warranties concerning the condition of the property, and HUD will not make any repairs to the property. So HUD will not allow any repairs for the property to be done prior to the close of escrow. So if there's something that needs to be repaired, the buyer cannot go in there and do it. The buyer cannot send somebody in there and do it. And HUD will not send somebody in there to do it as well. So it all has to be done after the close of escrow when the buyer actually takes possession of the property. The asset management company, BOB Resources, as well as most brokers and agents, we recommend that the purchaser retain the services of a home inspection company. The purchaser has 15 days from contract ratification in order to conduct a home inspection. And utilities can be turned on for up to 72 hours for buyer's inspections at the buyer's expense as well. Deposits and fees for activating utilities may be required by the FSM. And please do not wait to do the inspection. Try to get it done at the beginning. Okay. And the 15-day inspection is not a free pass, so it's not a contingency to the contract. Prior to the close of escrow, the buyer may not do improvements, repairs, or landscape modifications, occupy the property, change the locks, store personal property on the premises. These actions are strictly prohibited and are a breach of contract and may be grounds for cancellation of the sale and forfeiture of the EMD. That concludes our presentation for today. So we'll go back to the first slide here, all about HUD Homes. So I hope that you found this information helpful if you're in the market for looking for a HUD home or looking for a home in general. I hope that you consider HUD Homes. Again, you can find all of the available properties in our area at HUDHomestore.com. It's in Merced County and I'm the listing agent. You can find it at my website, mercedhomesrealty.com as well. And all of our properties are listed on the local MLS as well. So it is important to be checking HUD Home Store and the MLS and all those feeder sites if you're looking for a property in our specific area and if you're interested in purchasing a HUD home. If you have any questions, you can feel free to reach out to me via my website or via email or message. We also have a Facebook page, Merced Homes Realty, and you can also call 209-385-1200 and we'd be happy to answer your questions. So again, I hope you found this information helpful and I really appreciate you tuning in and I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of the day.